Hello, and welcome to this guided meditation to help you reconnect with why you do this work, to help you return to the deeper values and meaning that exist beneath the burnout and fatigue. My name is Julie Grace, and I'll be guiding you through this Berries meditation today. Thank you for being here. In your work, there may be moments when administrative tasks, emotional demands, time pressures, and just the sheer repetition of care begin to overshadow the deeper reasons that you first stepped into this role. Sometimes, exhaustion can narrow our awareness until all we see is what feels heavy or even unfinished. This meditation is not about forcing positivity or even denying difficulty. It is simply an invitation to reconnect the part of yourself that initially chose this path. Let's begin. Start by bringing your awareness to your hands. Notice how they are resting in this moment. Notice whether they feel open or closed, warm or cool, still or restless. Is there tension, ease? And just remember, there is no right or wrong, no need to change anything. Just notice them exactly as they are. These hands do so much every day. They open doors, they take notes, they gesture. They carry books, papers, keys. They participate in your daily life and also in the care you give in so many ordinary and often unseen ways. So take a moment to pause and honor these hands with a small wave of gratitude. And just feel them relax, knowing that they do not need to do anything here right now. Just allow them to rest, to be empty, and to receive this moment of pause. Then allow the rest of your body to take this same cue. You are here to relax and receive. So take the awareness to the breath now. And as you did with your hands, just notice your breath. Is it shallow or deep? Tired or spacious? And again, there is nothing to judge here, nothing to change. Just simply notice things as they are. Then take a deep, slow inhale through the nose. And then exhale gently back out of the mouth. Do this again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Do this as many times as you need. And then when you're ready, let your natural breath take over again. Now, take a moment to zoom out or step back and just see yourself as a non-judgmental witness. So without being pulled into any deep sensations about it, gently acknowledge how you feel in relation to your work right now. Do you feel connected? Tired? Maybe you feel grateful. Maybe you feel depleted. Perhaps you feel frustrated, numb, or inspired and proud. Perhaps you feel many things all at once. So, whatever is present, allow it to be here without needing to explain it, to change it, or to somehow make it more acceptable. There is no right way to feel. There is only what is true in this moment. So take a breath here and allow the truth of this moment to be acknowledged exactly as it is. Now, begin to visualize an earlier version of yourself. The version of yourself just beginning your training or career. The version of yourself who first felt the desire to help, to understand, to listen, and to support. There is no need to find the perfect age or exact moment. Just allow an intuitive earlier version to appear. Then notice this person gently. Notice how he or she stands or sits. Notice the facial expressions. And especially notice the energy that this person carries. Maybe there is hope or a deep sincerity. Maybe there is anxiety or uncertainty. Just allow yourself to truly connect with this earlier version of you for a moment, not judging them, not correcting them, but simply seeing them. Now imagine yourself sitting or standing beside them. And if there is something you would like this earlier version of yourself to know, give yourself permission to tell them now. Maybe you want them to know that the work will matter. Or maybe you want them to know that it will also be hard. Perhaps you want them to know that they do not need to be perfect to be of service. Maybe you need to tell them that caring deeply does not mean carrying everything. Or maybe there is something else that wants to be said. Take this time here to be in communion with this earlier version of yourself and tell him or her whatever wants to be offered. So take this space right now. What do you want to tell this earlier version of yourself? Coming back now, allow this earlier version of yourself to respond. Maybe they have words for you. Maybe they have a question. Maybe they have their own advice to you. Let yourself receive whatever they may want to offer. Maybe they want to remind you of your original sincerity and curiosity. Maybe they remind you that the beginning of this work was simply about responding to something that mattered. Again, there is no need to force anything. Just simply allow yourself to receive in these next few moments. Coming back now, gently thank this earlier version of yourself in whatever way feels natural. And then allow the image of this earlier version to softly dissipate, while knowing that what they offered remains with you. Now, imagine a future version of yourself in this work. Not a perfect version, not a version untouched by difficulty, who never feels tired, uncertain, or human, but possibly a wiser, calmer version of yourself who feels rooted, secure, and stable in the work. Perhaps this is a version who has learned fully how to care without abandoning self, who has learned completely how to stay connected to meaning without confusing meaning with depletion. Imagine this future version of yourself in whatever way he or she appears. Notice how they hold themselves, the quality of their breath, their energy. Notice their boundaries, how they relate to the work. Maybe their care has become steadier and less tangled in urgency. Maybe this version is less dependent on being endlessly available. Maybe he or she is more spacious, more sustainable. So come near this future version of you. And again, sense the energy that they carry. Then allow this future version to offer something to you. Perhaps they offer advice or a reminder, maybe an image or a feeling. Possibly they show you how to continue without losing yourself. Or maybe they just stand beside you, steady and calm, showing you that another way of being is possible. Let yourself receive whatever comes. There is no need to search for the right message. Just listen and allow. coming back, gently thank this future version of yourself and allow their presence to remain, not as pressure, but as orientation, a direction, a possibility. Let this version just be a reminder that you are still growing, still learning, and like everyone, on a journey. And then feel yourself in the present, held between these two versions. The earlier version reminds you why you began, and that future version reminds you of what you are growing towards. And here you are, somewhere in the middle, not behind, but simply becoming. And then return to your breath and take another deep breath in, just feeling yourself in this moment. Again, here you are. As you exist in this moment, a being on a journey, ask yourself intuitively if there is any word or phrase that wants to remain with you from this practice today. And just allow it to come to you now, but don't worry if nothing comes. If a word or phrase does arrive, simply register it and then allow yourself to take it with you into these coming days and weeks. Now take the awareness back to your hands and notice how they feel now. Perhaps the same, perhaps different. Yet, here they are. They can open, they can rest, they can return to work when the time comes, but they can also release. And then begin to notice the space around you again. The sounds, the light, the feeling of being here now. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Here you are again, deeply connected to past, present, and future, all here in this moment, right now. This has been your Berries meditation. Thank you for taking this time and for the care you bring to your work. May you remember the deeper meaning beneath what you do, and may you move forward with a deep sense of care that includes you too.